So this is our playthrough of the beautiful and epic game, Nioh.
Or as I like to call it, Japanese Dark Souls.
Japanese Dark Souls. Well, yesterday you were playing hipster Dark Souls, so
Pretty much.
yeah. I'm gonna.
Empiric Dark Souls.
Ooh, it's gonna create new character data. Ooh. Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah. For the views.
For the views. So I didn't get that far into this game. Like I got to maybe Act 2. Actually, no, it was still Act 1.
Kublicon.
Yeah. So there's a lot to learn. I bet it would have been interesting traveling with Marco Polo.
Oh, I would imagine so. Dysentery and scurvy abounds.
Amrita.
Scurvy.
Scurvy.
Some call it a miraculous stone. The Philosopher's Stone.
God, this game is gorgeous.
Cue the Elric brothers. We found the Philosopher's Stone.
The Queen of England remains locked in combat.
I had to do the clap.
Yeah.
I have not even finished watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, you poor bastard.
Like you remember, I was getting the DVDs back in Okinawa, but then I stopped because that's when they took a hiatus.
Yeah.
So that's probably one that I need to finish.
Definitely. I mean, it's definitely a very good series, and like Hellsing Ultimate, it follows very close with the manga.
Okay.
And the animation's just awesome.
You need to watch Gangsta.
I have.
What did you think?
One season.
Yeah, but it was so good.
It was. It was definitely a good series. It definitely raised a lot of questions, so I didn't like how the season ended.
Mm-hmm.
And
That cliffhanger.
like with most series like that, they only did just one season, ended on a cliffhanger. Be like, oh, got your taste. Now go read the manga. Son of a bitch.
Pretty much. So in a few years, they just might do it.
Yeah, that's how the original Berserk did it. And it pissed me off. Just left it on a cliffhanger, so I had to resort to tracking down the manga to continue the story.
Alright, now this is basically the tutorial stage. I'm gonna get to learn the basics. While I do this, you tell me what happened when you were fighting that rock breaker.
Alright, so sorry, I lost my train of thought. Alright, so I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn on my off time. Yes, the game's been out for a while, so I'm a little late on the uptake, but I don't care. And there's a fairy lady next to you.
It seems death won't stop chasing me.
Leave me alone, Death.
He already got that samurai ponytail. Tower of London, England. Yeah, the guy doesn't even question that he's got a spirit talking to him. Don't even question that.
Don't even question
even
that.
More so that it's a Japanese spirit. But yeah, so I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and I got to a Chris Redfield would be proud.
Right?
Yeah. But so yeah, I came across a rock quarry on my way to Meridian, and they claimed that they had just lost 5 night guards, and that they've been blasting to clear out rocks and whatnot. And I'm just sitting there thinking, well, and he's saying it couldn't have been machines because the quarry is fenced off, and the only machines that could actually get in there were glitch hogs. And they don't do that kind of damage that they've seen because their guys were ripped to shreds, right? And I was like, well, you disturbed something, you know. Especially when he said that they were blasting. I was like, yeah, you definitely disturbed something.
Mm-hmm.
So I went down there to investigate, and I went to this mound that I guess was new to the environment or something. I went up to it and I immediately got attacked by a rock breaker. And when I scanned it and looked at its description, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, so it's like a graboid. Nope. Nope. Even though it says it's highly sensitive to sound, you know, just because you don't move doesn't mean it's not gonna know where you're at. It's like, what the fuck? You know, because there was no place to hide, so I had to kind of cheat a little bit and go just outside combat zone, right, and attack from a distance repeatedly using the same strategy over and over and over again. Kind of like how I dealt with, kind of like how I dealt with some overpowered corrupt zones. You know, just go to the edge of the zone and just deal with them from a distance.
Yeah, smart thing to do.
Yeah, smart. Complete bitch way, but smart. Anyways, I digress. So this thing is just tearing my ass up. Killed me at least 5 or 6 times. I'm like, and I was getting frustrated now because I couldn't figure out a strategy until I decided to try and see if I could attack from outside the barrier or if it would cancel the mission.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, it did not cancel it, so
No,
it took me a while, but I finally managed to kill it, and I was so relieved. I'm just like, this motherfucker is difficult as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't get in close, and you can't outrun it because it burrows underground directly for you, even if you're not making any noise by standing still, which is bullshit.
I wonder if I can get a little sneak attack going. Get some sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Oh, nope.
Oh, got impatient.
Oh!
Oh, what the hell happened there?
He jabbed me.
Yeah, I know, but your character just kind of disappeared and then just somehow got you.
Oh, yeah, his range.
Huh.
He caught me with just the tip.
Just the tip.
Come on, one more.
Yeah, that was...
Oh, boy.
You done fucked up. It's funny. Your character hasn't even gotten to Japan yet, but look how he runs and holds his sword.
Well, this is how you would...
Samurai.
Well, no, this is how you would hold a bastard sword.
Yeah, but look how he runs. Sprint.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ninja!
Yo! But yeah. That is how I got continuously beaten by a rock breaker until I figured out an effective enough strategy to take it down.
Yeah, right now I'm doing this. I actually need to go fight a rock breaker for the quest that I'm doing for the Hunters Guild. So
okay.
That's
so you haven't encountered
exciting.
one yet.
No, I've encountered a few of them.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Whoa!
He saw you.
I did not see him.
Oh, you got lucky.
Yeah, he definitely caught me off guard that time.
Yeah, well, thankfully your reflexes were good enough to avoid.
All that.
Trousers.
All the years of video games that I've played led to this moment.
More like all the Dark Souls you played over the years.
Well, truthfully, I played Demon Souls when it first came out, and I played that a lot in Okinawa. But then,
yeah, I remember
when
Dark
Dark
to get
Souls,
me into it.
Yeah, when Dark Souls came out, I really enjoyed that game.
Yeah.
But after
they're all
Dark
made
Souls 1, I didn't enjoy the latter games.
Oh, okay.
They lost what was so good about the Souls game, that open area that you have to explore, and the epistolatory storytelling that the environment does.
Yeah.
We're lost.
I got you.
Now, this game, like, oozing story.
Yeah. Well, all I can really say is that they're all made by the same studio, aren't they?
No,
I
this
mean,
is made by Tecmo.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say the premise is so damn similar that you would think they were made by the same people. I mean, the combat system is virtually identical. With a
Oh
few different
no.
tweaks.
This is like one of the most complex fighting systems I've ever witnessed, and you'll see why once we get to the island.
Well, it looks similar to me, just because you got stamina that can drain from striking and dodging, and then enemies are difficult and all this other. I mean, I see the similarities.
Yeah. Well, at this point of the game,
like the basic similarities.
yeah. At this point of the game, he does not know low, mid, and high stance. He just knows power attacks. He just knows how to swing a weapon really well. Basically, he fights like one from the British Army. That you would expect him to fight the way he fights now.
Except for how he runs with the sword and how he puts the sword away.
Technicalities.
What? Yeah, I was gonna say, because if you watch those animations, that is strictly Japanese type design.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, but you're not gonna put a double-edged bastard sword away the same way you would a katana. It's just not. It's no.
Indeed, the pirates have served their purpose.
The death of the leader of Japan will spark a war and a wonderful
Nobunaga?
opportunity to acquire more
Wow.
Amrita.
Once tomorrow's execution takes place, we will get our hands on a compass that will lead us to that Amrita.
With enough Amrita, we could subdue Spain, perhaps even the world.
The day when England reigns supreme is near.
But our beloved queen thinks of Amrita as nothing more than gold or gemstones.
Of course.
We must find them before our nation's rivals do.
Edward Kelly, you will go to Japan. It seems it will
Edward
be to
Kelly.
our advantage to keep the wars
Don't know that
alive.
now.
We cannot gain Amrita if blood does not flow.
That's deep.
Ah, that old shtick.
Hey, who are you?
Oh!
Oh, he missed.
Such noise.
Such noise. Oh, I just came to another realization.
Yeah.
This game is Dark Souls meets Onimusha.
You know what? That is a fair description, and
Thank you.
it's very well known. I'm glad that you had that thought, because I had the same thought too before.
Thank you.
And
I mean-
man, I miss Onimusha.
Onimusha was a very fun game series.
Honestly, you know
a
what?
shit.
Maybe that should be the game that I start working on.
What, Onimusha?
A game like Onimusha.
Oh, like Onimusha. Okay.
Okay, so this
That's
game,
awesome.
it has that system. Like, the more you use a weapon, the more familiar you become with it, and like
Yeah.
the stronger it becomes. Like
Which
if we-
is typical for most weaponry.
Mhm.
Because the more familiar you become with it, the more effective you can use it.
Exactly. That's one of the things I really like about this. They thought about that. So we can let's see, we should be able to switch weapons. What's up there?
9.
There it is.
Well, at least they present a way that the axe is staying on your body. The bastard sword just happens to magnetize to your belt.
Well, yeah. But, you know, at least he pulls it off every single time.
Even the way he draws it is Japanese.
You shut up.
But yeah, this is definitely Dark Souls meets Onimusha, which isn't bad. Onimusha was a great game series. It's a shame that they more or less discontinued it for the time being.
Pretty much. But there's a chance. You know, there are all of us indie developers out here who really miss games like that. I mean, I know I do.
True enough.
And
True enough.
off my hand, I know 10 people that would kill to play a new Onimusha game, yourself included.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I could definitely go for a new Onimusha game.
So if I pray at this right now, it's gonna bring all of the enemies back.
Really?
Yeah. This game allows grinding like that, but at this point in the game, we don't need to grind.
Very well. But yeah, the reason why I draw the connection between Onimusha into this is because clearly it's set in a version of reality. You know, England, Japan, the war with Spain. And the leader of Japan is dead, which, if I'm correct, based on the timeline, at this point in time would be Oda Nobunaga. Or Nobunaga Oda, however you want to say his name. I could be completely wrong, and it could have been one of the other unifiers, like Hideyoshi Toyotomi, or who's the shogun? Tokugawa.
Yeah. Ieyasu.
You know, it could. Yeah, Ieyasu Tokugawa. It could be either one of those guys based on this time period, because all three of them were alive during the same time. They just succeeded one another.
Yeah. All right. Is that better?
And then, yes.
Okay.
And then of course, you know, you got the whole monsters, demons, spirit type thing, which also draws from Onimusha as well as the Dark Souls series. So that's why I basically came up with that connection.
Wait a minute. How did that dude get out?
What dude?
The one that ran up on me. There's no door right here. It's just this one.
Maybe he was just around the corner.
Probably. Sounds about right.
Yeah. Maybe he came up those stairs, making rounds, and he saw your blonde ponytail wearing ass. He was like, "This motherfucker."
That detail. He actually leans into it, man. I love this.
Oh yeah.
All right. It seems like it's about to get real now.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Alright, let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. He's alone.
One game I really want to hurry up and come out is essentially what I am currently considering the successor to the Tenchu games.
Yeah?
And that is Ghost of Tsubishima.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. Uh-oh.
You're actually looking forward to uh-oh?
No, the Ghost of Tsushima. No, this is the uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh.
For the queen.
Armor. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And like I said, as it stands right now, I am considering it as the spiritual successor to the Tenchu games, since they more or less stopped making those games too. Which is a shame, because those were an awesome video game series.
Look at that, they just tried to surround me.
Yes, they did. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. And based on early gameplay footage I've seen of that game, it essentially is a spiritual successor, just like Yakuza was the spiritual successor to Shenmue.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy. You actually have people that deny that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the gaming mechanics. I mean, they're virtually identical. It's just different developers and different. Actually, not even different developers. They're both made by Sega, aren't
Both
they?
made by Sega.
Then yeah, I mean, how can you deny the connectivity between them? I mean, if you take a look at the basic makeup of Shenmue from from the word go. And compared to the first Yakuza game, the similarities are virtually uncanny.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot this game. It incorporates machine learning. So what that means is he learned from his partner's mistake. His partner sprinted after me as fast as he can without keeping stamina.
Yeah.
This guy, he's keeping stamina. See?
Yeah, if only just. But yeah, they learn from your fighting abilities.
Get out of there! Get out of there! There we go.
Quick draw.
Let's see. Let's check his battle axe. Governor.
Oh God, no.
Oh yes.
I like how your weapons are actually stained with blood. That is a nice detail. I like.
Isn't it? It's great.
Yeah, because a lot of games like this, you know, you get the blood spray and everything. You know, you get that graphic nature, but your weapon is always pristine, clean.
Mm-hmm. See, and look at that. Both of them are on his back.
Yep, and there's actually something holding them in place. They're not just attached. Kind of like with the with God of War, which I still need to play as well. For his axe, he's got that notch on his back strap, where the axe actually sits, and that's a nice little detail I like, because that's one thing that's always bugged me with certain games. Is the weapon just magically attaches with no clear indication as to how. I mean, I get it. It's a video game. Who cares? But at the same time, that level of detail is appreciated.
Yeah, that level of detail is always welcome to me in video games.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch that because I know as soon as I do, those guards, they're going to be back. But
Yep. Oh, you just lied to the audience.
Sure
I don't want
enough.
to touch it, but I'm going to touch
there
it.
they are.
Yep.
Let's go downstairs.
Puts the lotion on the skin, else it gets the hose again.
Stop. Stop. Well, remember, this is the London Tower, too. So,
Yeah, the Tower of
Yeah.
London, so of course you got a torture chamber.
of course, there's a torture
Do they?
chamber and it's stained with blood. Like, I can
Yeah.
smell the blood just looking at the walls.
Well, since we're doing this on SharePlay, obviously your detail's a lot crisper than mine. But I get what you're saying. It is a beautifully designed game. Now, speaking of the Tower of London, is that thing even still used? I mean, obviously they don't have a torture chamber in the dungeon or anything like that.
Well, I certainly hope that they don't, use it in this manner.
Yeah, well, I mean, use it as a prison is what
Oh,
I mean.
boy.
That's what I mean. Do they still use it as a prison, or is it just a tourist thing now? He heard you draw your weapon. He's like, oh, what was that?
That is another good detail. Like, sound matters.
Take your medicine.
Okay, we're getting rid of this hat. Oh,
Yeah, please.
there we go.
No, that makes more sense.
Now we're making progress.
But of course, because video game logic, they'll still know it's you. There is no
There we go.
disguises in this game.
So the weapons have special effects. This one can break guard easier. The other one, you have a quick attack break. So if they're doing a quick attack and I hit them with my quick attack, there's a chance that I can break their guard and I attack. And then there's this damage bonus. Less armor, more damage.
Of course. Then that has to do with the halberd on your back.
Yep.
Or the lunta, as it's called in this game.
That body out
I'll tell you
there.
what, that is a vicious looking weapon though.
I'm more like intimidated by that axe. Like that's glistening with blood.
Yeah. Boss fight?
Oh, great.
Ooh. His axe is bigger than yours. And he's named Derek. Such a imposing name, Derek.
So imposing. So intimidating.
Yeah. Oh, who's this guy now?
It's you. The man with the guardian spirit.
Whoa, yeah, you're creepy.
If I die, the secret of the stones dies with me.
Let me show you what these stones can do. Behold.
That's a nice trick.
It's time for your execution.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Now that's... I still wouldn't call him a Derek.
That's not a Derek to you?
No. No, I mean, seriously, the name Derek just doesn't strike fear. That was close. Doesn't strike fear like the name Lala.
Stop. Stop. Leave Lala out of this.
Living weapon.
Is my living weapon gauge full? I don't know.
I'm guessing it's it. I'm guessing it is since the button prompts up.
Okay, that was me just
Not that
showing
it looks
off.
like you need it.
Uh-oh. It's morphing time!
You did not just say that.
I totally did.
How dare you say it?
Damn, I made that look good.
Well done. Quite a feat.
So that's all you need to do to end the boss battle is use living weapon. Very well.
Bad decisions were just made.
Yep.
Mine.
Oh, that just happened.
So this spirit shall guide me to the kingdom of gold.
Wow. What's
Uh-oh.
And they had their hats, of course.
Of course. Bongo.
I like that they actually kept him in what I put him in.
Dumbass.
Like the actual helmet.
Yeah, I like that detail as well. But seriously, why'd you freeze? You should have jumped.
Pretty much.
Now you got a bullet. Now you got a ball in your back because of it. Oh, what I'm trying to figure out, and I might have missed it. I might have missed it being explained early on or something like that. But what makes him so significant for the story? Like, obviously he was going to be executed. He knows about the stones somehow, but why is he so integral?
He's integral because he is somebody that actually had a living weapon. He's somebody in England that had it. And this sorcerer dude knew it, and I guess that's why he was captured and put into the Tower of London.
Okay. I gotcha.
The journey
And that just
was
raises more
not an
questions.
enjoyable. During
For the record, that's not how ships work.
No.
They don't move like that.
The trow sank, while the hope vanished without a trace.
Jeez.
The good news of the Blighter boat's hap was nothing but lies. Only Leifta remained.
Oh, damn.
An ironic twist. For what awaited us in the Far East wasn't love. It was monsters and death.
That looks like somewhere in Kyushu right there.
Yeah. Speaking of which, speaking of Kyushu, it seems like Okinawa and everybody's getting hit with a hurricane again.
Oh yeah,
Which is nothing new. I mean, it is hurricane season right now.
It is hurricane season.
Yeah.